First of all, thank you so much, because for you guys to sit here and wait for this long for us to get it together. They said no sound now. I hope that that's an old message. For you guys to sit here, we love you guys, and we love you too. For you guys to sit and wait for almost 30 minutes and to send all these messages in the chat and all this love, it melts my heart. I'm a little I'm a little sad because I wanted everything, and we really we have a great team, and everyone was like really on top of it. So the fact that the Wi-Fi dropped, it's almost like I really feel like
the panty dropper.
I was gonna make a joke, but it might have ended up not being funny later on.
Don't ever do that again.
I'm sad. Okay, so thank you for this love and all these messages. They said it's the feds. Now that ain't funny. So we're gonna get started, okay?
I'm back.
All right, applause, please, for Richard. Woo! Thank you.
Does that work? A bitch leave, go on a little, get another little job.
Thank you.
And they're about to shut this show the down. What did you not pay something again?
Hey y'all, what's up, and welcome to the show. I'm Rah Ali.
And I'm Richard Lomax.
Richard is back and messier than ever, honey.
It's all right, Rah. I'm back. But as soon as I come back.
Look at y'all. Y'all are so sweet.
What they say?
All the love. Yo, everyone follow me on Instagram. Get your ass out of here, Pesos, or whatever your name is. Listen, before we start, I want to send my deepest condolences to Juice WRLD and his family and his friends. Of course, we all know and read about what happened, but it's really sad to see such a young and talented person go so soon.
Yeah,
I agree. So we're going to get a little bit more in depth into the story and kind of go over what's happening with that particular situation, and kind of weigh in with that, and you guys give us what your thoughts are and all that. But we still wanted to send him the deepest condolences from our heart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's give a moment of silence out of respect for Juice WRLD. Okay. Thank you guys so much. And the prayer hands are beautiful. It's our 13th episode here at Stationhead. Thank you for tuning in. More importantly, thank you for your patience. If you can, tell a friend and a friend and a friend to tune in.
Stop begging. Stop begging people to come view this. You've been begging for weeks.
This is week
Tell a friend. Tell a friend.
Girl. This is week 13. They said #1 show on Stationhead right now. Thank you so much. So, I didn't get an opportunity to have a proper introduction for Richard's return because we went right into you guys not being able to hear us. However, Richard,
there's an issue that I have. I don't mean to cut you off.
Okay, no, please do.
She's been acting really funny with giving me things. It's like ever since I came back home, she's like trying to cut my supply limit short, and I'm not really feeling that. I asked her to borrow the truck to go to the Bronx to grab my mink so that I could come in this. Be cursing because I'm trying to.
Well, we're gonna beep it out when it goes up anyway.
That's fine. I was coming in here with my mink on. I got on. Y'all got to see my outfit. I'm gonna show y'all in a few minutes, a little later on the camera. I got my little Gucci, whatever's, and my little rips in my jeans. I got nice kneecaps. My kneecaps is off the chain, and I got on my little cashmere. My little. I look cute. I look like a a
like an older lady.
A Kit Kat.
Like an older lady.
Anyway, and she would not let me go get my stuff. I'm not taking no Lyft or no Uber.
Well, listen.
So
here.
It messed up my introduction, but it is what it is.
Listen here. I am, I'm tired of people. I'm going to just be real honest. I'm tired of people. I'm tired of my friends being takers. Takers.
Can
They always
take that colorful wig that you got on off?
I feel like they always asking for something. They always need something.
You are always asking.
Here, and for him to get here And then to ask me, can he borrow my car so that he can go to, the Bronx Beauty Supply and pick up his coat.
My mink at the beauty supply?
Whatever that you got your furniture in the storage beauty supply, the beauty supply store, the storage unit there. That's not my business. I feel like he's a grown ass woman, and if he has some place that he needs to go,
woman, and if he has someplace that he needs to go,
and if he has some place that he needs to go, he needs to get there on his own. I am a woman, a grown woman, and he's a grown woman. Get your ass where you need to go. I'm not your mama. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not your mom. I'm not responsible. If you grown enough to have a mink coat, you grown enough to have a coochie that should work, and somebody that wanted it enough that's going to send for you to be able to go do what you need to do.
I'll walk across the fucking bridge.
The same way mine work, yours should be working, honey. And if it's not, that's not my problem. I'm not responsible for these grown people.
Okay, right. If that's the way you want to do
it.
And
so he's basically mad because I didn't provide transportation for him to go get his mink coat.
I was going to put gas in your truck.
For him to stunt and walk in and try to stunt on me. That's basically what he's mad for.
That truck. But anyway, don't worry about it because it'll be a cold day in hell if I help you again. I helped you out of so many different things.
Really?
And I brought you a gift.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Oh my God, I like gifts.
Here you go.
What is this?
Open it.
It says to Rah from Richard. It's an envelope. And it says $22,008.34 was paid in full for December 1st. I'm opening it.
That's what the cost to call that eviction off. Baby, you was 3.5 months behind in your rent. What the
$5,000 you paid to management.
Yep.
It says balance due $17,000.
Yep, because I paid $5,000 for what month? What month was that? That was for the month of January 2019. That was an old one.
Oh, multiple receipts.
Yes, baby.
Okay,
yes.
So you paid my rent $12,000, $5,000, and another $5,000.
Yes.
So you paid up a total of $22,008.34 in back rent for me.
How irresponsible are you? You're walking around here on the red carpet in Fendi prints and red bottoms and all different type of label designer shoes because you're supposed to be the shoe expert and whatnot. But why aren't you an expert in paying your motherfucking rent?
Now, this is what's really interesting to me, guys. These are real receipts that he has, which means that he has took it upon himself to go write up a receipt to show me that he paid back rent. However, he can't get his monkey ass to the Bronx. Now, does that make any sense?
It doesn't because I spent my last.
Does it make any sense that somebody who's going to pay Does it make sense that somebody who's going to pay $22,000 for somebody else's rent can't get in an Uber and take their black?
Listen, we can't talk together, but we can sing together. Don't talk over me because I'd have to hate to snatch that wig off. I'm a new person after this tour. I'm not selling it for nobody's bullshit. I paid $22,000 for your back in arrears and your rent. I stopped all the evictions and everything, and half of that money was for a lawyer. They were going to put your on the street, Rashida. You got to call Mona. I don't know what grudge you're holding. Go get your job back. I cannot continue to pay your bills and mine too. I cannot do it. You won't let me borrow the truck to go get my mink?
Why y'all think this funny? I really don't. I can't. I got you a gift too. I got you a gift.
What you got me?
And I'm not like you, okay? So I get you something that is actually legit.
Baby, the car keys. Because I got to go get my mink.
You guys can't see, but this is a brown, glittery, shimmery gift bag with red tissue paper coming out of it. So as you open it, let the people know what it is that you're opening, darling. This is a happy holidays and I miss you gift.
It's a little heavy, but I don't see no card in here. So that means ain't no money. Mm-hmm. It's a Chanel wallet or something.
Just open it.
It's cheap. The wrapping is cheap. You didn't think about it.
It's definitely something that you could use.
Well, I'll be damned. What in the jackrabbit in 42nd Street is this? This got me some used camera. This motherfucker is halfway. I thought you had the phenomenal.
Go ahead, open up.
Oh my God.
Show everybody on the camera. You know what that is? This is so you can get you a man, honey. This is a pink
plug.
Yes, butt plug.
And who is using that?
This is a brand new one. I wouldn't give you one that I use.
I would hope not. Do you use them?
This is a brand new one. And this is to, you told me you haven't had sex since 2006.
Yeah, I don't like it.
And so this is something that will help you. This is very small.
I'm not sitting on that. I'm not sitting on that.
You can start by practicing with this. And you just sit it down and just sit on it while we're.
It doesn't have a suction on it. I'm gonna fuck around and deflate.
I have like some paper towels or something, please?
I'm gonna fuck around and deflate. I'm gonna pop something and fuck around and deflate. You gonna fuck around and rupture one of my intestines with this little cheap. Where you get this bullshit from?
Things that you can use.
And what is this? Liquid Love Warming Massage Lotion. This shit is open.
Wait,
what?
Hold on. Hang on a second.
Oh, where is she? Is there a tissue going in your drawers?
Hang on.
You better not put that in my face. I will bite you.
I would never do that.
What are you threw a sandwich at me. What's your coochie wet? Oh my God, you're getting horny from these toys. Are you serious, Rashida? Rashida! I'm embarrassed. I don't get down like that. Stop trying to have sex with me. These are for us. These toys are for us to. I don't want to. No.
I'm just trying to, and that's a little body rubbing oil.
Girl, cheap.
For you to give a massage to a nice young fella that you meet.
I'm not massaging nobody with no liquid love.
So that's my gift for you. Girl. I'm hoping that for 2020, that your love life can be, as exciting as mine is. Oh, you threw it on the floor?
No, okay. I'm good. No.
Oh, okay.
You trying to come for me?
Okay.
No. You giving me cheap sex toys? You want me to?
I'm just trying to help you. It has been a struggle for you for a very long time. So I figure if you start getting into some massage oils, if you start getting into some butt plugs, it can loosen things up and make you feel more like a woman.
Massages are for backs, not for assholes. I don't need my asshole massage.
But if you can use the massage oil to give a nice young fella a massage, and if you start using the butt plug with a little KY, it'll loosen things up because
it's gonna loosen things up, all right.
It's cobwebs.
I'm going all over the bed.
So I thought that would be a nice gift to you, but that's fine. Suit yourself. Keep having to, do things the way you're doing it.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Rah.
Now, before we get into the segments, I'd love to congratulate Zuzi Beanie Tunzi of South Africa on winning Miss Universe.
Yeah.
It's always great to see a young black queen win.
That. I was at the barbershop.
You said what?
I was at the barbershop watching all of, actually it was a few, wasn't it like 6 girls? Of all, 4. Was it 4? It was 4. I think it was 4.
Yes, this is the first time in history that Miss America, Miss Teen USA, Miss USA, and Miss
so it's
Universe
4.
are all black, honey.
Yes.
Even with Trump in office, this is an amazing thing to happen to take place.
You didn't try out? You didn't try out for Miss
No,
Universe?
I'm a little too curvy.
For Miss Universe.
I'm a little too curvy for all of it.
Yeah.
I'm a little too curvy. Well, you guys already know this is our official new home for It's On Site each and every Tuesday at what?
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That's right. So we're going to jump right into segment 1, which is What Would Rah Do? Keep writing me, and you may be featured here on the live show. So going forward, guys, you guys can send your submissions to It's On Site's DM, or you can send it to my personal DM, Rah_Ali. This submission comes from Jessica. She says, so I've been talking to this guy. He seems like a really good dude. He has his together, a nice apartment, 2 cars. Already sounded good to me. Owns his own construction company. He's really sweet to me, but I also feel like he plays too many games. Not talking to other girls or anything. Well, maybe his phone's always buzzing, but that's not officially my man, so it's none of my business. But just petty behavior like brushing me off and making it seem like I'm the one being distant. Or if we're on the phone and I'm talking about something that's important to me but doesn't interest him, he'll pretend to fall asleep. But we'll make comments like, well, if you said you were coming over, I would have stayed up. You can tell by his excuses that he's just trying to twist it. He admitted to playing games one time and apologized. He said he only did it because he thought I was ending things between us and he wanted to kind of beat me to it. Recently, we got into an argument because I believe he was playing with me once again. He, of course, denied it and nothing really got resolved. I like him, but I feel like I'm noticing a pattern. Should I continue to talk to him or just cut him off? Well,
what would Rah do?
The comments of every one of the comments is saying, yeah, he doing too much. Yeah, he doing too much. Cut him off, cut him off, cut him off. Well, there's a couple of things that I would like to take into consideration when making a determination whether or not to deal with a situation like this. One would be the age of both parties involved. I believe that when you're young and you're 21, 24, 25, those are the years of kind of, just kind of dating. You might entertain certain things because you know that that person is not someone that you're going to have a future with. So sometimes it might be somebody just to kick you with on the phone or somebody to go grab something to eat with or have a good laugh with. But this is not someone that you're going to necessarily settle down with. I think things like this become more unacceptable when you're reaching an age where you're looking to start settling down and you're looking to build with a person. You cannot expect as a woman for every single guy that you deal with to be the one. That just doesn't happen. It doesn't work like that. And you need those goofies to prepare you and kind of sometimes occupy your time for the right one. So I have to say it depends on the age. And also, what does this man bring to the table? Does he play games sometimes? But if you happen to need a cash app, he sends it, then listen, hey, it balances. So that's my advice to you, sweetheart.
So he's paying for the games he's playing.
Well, everything costs, honey.
So she's supposed to sit around and play games like Monopoly,
Give your
chess,
advice
checkers.
as the single woman that you are. Please let the young lady know the advice from you. Please go ahead.
Girl.
Go ahead.
Did you write this? Like, did you just off the top of your head with your crazy imagination write this, or did somebody send this to you?
Oh no, Brianna puts all of these together.
Okay, because I can't understand why somebody.
I thought you meant my response.
No, like the actual question, because this don't make no sense. If she knows he playing games, he's told her that I'm playing games
that he
with you.
does.
Sometimes. Either he's a jokester or he's really not interested. And if he's not interested, he's giving you all the hints, girl. Step off. Step the
That's fine.
and leave that joker where he belongs.
And that's exactly why Regina's sitting next to me to my right, don't got no man and can't keep a man.
And I don't want a man that plays games with me.
What happens, and we're going to get off this because we have a lot of stuff to get into.
We do.
What happens is that Richard expects for every single person that he meets to be ready to settle down and be ready to be a provider and be able to do everything that he expects. And he jumps the gun. He jumps the gun. And sometimes it's just not that serious. Moving right along.
Whatever.
So I hope we were helpful to you, darling, with that.
Every week it's the same with you. Stop getting in my business.
You guys remember to follow It's Onsite, ITS_ONSITE. We're going to jump right into the rapid fire readings. Richard and I get 60 seconds each.
Why do you always have to be in my business about my love life? Mind your business, Rashida.
On the topic of our choosing. People who don't cover their mouths while coughing, sneezing, people who lie for no reason and things of that nature. So, Richard, I'm going to give you an opportunity.
All right, my rapid fire reading is, for one, it's the issue with skincare versus makeup. People are not taking care of their skin. They're not responsible. They have breakouts, lesions, herpes warts, pus bumps sitting on their lips, and then they're not using what's the problem?
I'm just disgusted, but go ahead, please.
I'm disgusted too. You sitting there with a big herpes wart on your lip. And
remind me not to let you put your brushes on my face.
Well, my brushes are clean. People have herpes warts and all types of lesions, and they're not using the proper instruments to get rid of that stuff before they're sitting down in the makeup chair. Girl, worry about your skin. You talking about you want a good sharp lip liner, overline my lip. Girl, that lip. You see that bump? That's sitting prevalent right there on the top of her lip.
Now, this is a very close-knit environment. You can speak freely here because whatever you say, it stays between us. You did
on the show?
Yeah, we're like a family.
I don't know those niggas.
Now, you did just come off of a tour, so you wouldn't happen to be talking about K. Michelle now, would you?
She gonna have bumps on her lip.
Oh, all right. I didn't know if you was confiding in us about some things that happened while you was on
like
tour.
A whorish slave.
You know, we here, we're like a family, and you can vent and tell us what happened while you was on that tour with Miss Hot Tamale.
Hot.
Anything you want to share?
Spell tamale.
Tamale.
Did she spell it right?
Yeah.
She did?
I was a spelling bee queen in 4th grade.
Hey, that's if they spell it. Did you spell it? Well, you should know. No, nothing happened. Everything went great.
Oh, you's a lie, but I'm gonna get to the bottom of it, y'all. It's time for the sound off on site with the tea, honey, where we discuss the juiciest topics from all over, giving out 2 cents about it. I want to add Millie.
What was that?
I want to add Millie.
Patron.
Millie, darling, are you there?
Hey,
are you
y'all.
there?
Can y'all
Are
hear
you
me?
there? Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, how you doing?
Girl, I am pissed. This is how I'm doing. I am so pissed. Let me tell you something before you get started. I really wanted everything to be flawless, technical wise, you know? So I'm really pissed and really sad that it wasn't. But I'm here and I'm standing, and we're going to
But you know what? When it came on and it got started, it was so good. It's been so funny. I've been dying laughing.
I miss you, because it's like we used to having you come here now. You spoiled us, and now we got to hear you back all the way in Houston. So I want you to come back again.
We got to come back so we can talk.
I didn't invite Millie to the show.
What show?
We were in Houston.
She don't want to come to that show. Girl can't even sing.
Yes, she can. Are you crazy?
Child, anyway, Millie got better things to do for herself. Anywho.
DM me, Rich.
Okay. No, it's over now.
It's over, child. And half the tour got canceled because all the tickets wasn't even selling.
What are you talking about?
It would have been you and Richard in the audience.
No, she had a great turnout.
That just ain't what he be telling me in private, y'all. I just want you to know. I'm just kidding. I'm really, just so you guys know, I'm really just.
I gotta go.
I'm really just kidding.
No, let me
wait,
Millie, I'll be back.
I'm really just joking. I don't like K. Michelle, so I mess with him about. I mess with him about her because I don't like her. But no, he really he's a professional, so he does what he has to do, and I just drag him for it. So, baby, talk to me because there's a lot going on in the media. Bring your back over here and sit down.
Okay,
and talk to me.
Okay, so Cardi showed up to court today looking like a demonic big bird off of street. You know, she's battling that case against the bartenders. So we touched on that last week, and we'll definitely keep you guys updated. But we need to get into the that she took on Instagram Live.
Oh, like get Richard back before you. Richard, somebody go get Richard dumb, please. Hurry your up before Millie be done with the segment.
He is such a diva.
We done talking about my sister? I'm not having it. No, ma'am. That's a good woman. That's a good church-going woman. Okay, let's go. Hey, Millie, I'm back. I have to step.
I'm trying to tell you. Cardi called us dusty and then took a Instagram Live.
Cardi called y'all dusty.
Wait. Wait, go back. What happened?
So Cardi took her to Ghana. She went to Africa, went to Nigeria, and went to Ghana, and it was a show. I'm sure that her PR team thought that this was gonna be the one, but it all fell through when she decided that she wanted to snub the artists that were from the place from Ghana. And she was supposed to have a meet and greet with these people, these women. These women were waiting for 7+ hours, okay, waiting on this girl. And so they made videos and they expressed their anger, you know, with feeling disrespected. There's video of her walking, you know, over to the poolside, turning her head to the side. She wasn't necessarily inviting. So she got on live and said, y'all should have came and told me that I had a meet and greet. And y'all should have told me who y'all were and da-da-da-da-da. And, you know, she was upset on the heels of last week and what happened, and went on live and said that they're talking about me on their dust podcast. That's what she said. And so, I mean, I'm just very, very confused because she went over there. Okay, she said she had a stomach virus. And to speed it up, she was on the plane on DeVito's Instagram page, shaking her nasty, rancid and breathing all on everybody. So I don't know what type of stomach virus that got, but it was like, jump in, jump out, like a damn double Dutch rope. So, okay.
So she went to Ghana and she missed a meet and greet, correct?
She missed her meet and greet.
Okay.
Sitting on her ass in her room, doing whatever the hell she was doing, and then was down there eating shrimp kebabs. So then her nasty, she in the club drinking beer. Then she blamed it on the food. She talking about the food got my stomach stuck. So to prove that she was quote unquote sick, she takes the phone in the bathroom, is taking a and farted and said, "Do y'all hear that? I got diarrhea."
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Yes,
I think we have that footage. I think we have that footage, or at least that audio for. Okay, since we're basically, for the listeners, we're gonna play the audio of that, and then when we here, give it to me. And then when we actually load the footage, then we'll play the actual visual of it. Now go ahead and continue while I pull this up so that everybody can hear it, so that they know what you're talking about.
Right. Okay. So she went into the bathroom and she wanted to prove that she was sick because people started to question the validity of her saying that she had this stomach virus. She had been seen having fun. Every time you look up, she was shaking somewhere, twerking all in the strip club, hitting up little girls in their DMs, talking about, go get a phone to your mama. Please come to my concert. The people was trying to get plantain and peanuts. Was down there giving away free tickets. I mean, it was ridiculous.
So basically, the justification was for that was really just to say was to say I didn't make the show for this reason. Is that what it was? Okay,
I didn't know I had a meet and greet. Nobody told me I had a meet and greet.
Let me know if you guys can hear it.
Y'all hear that? Wait.
Oh shit! Hold on. Here, play it. Because you'll know how to do it. I heard it when I pressed it, but then I turned the volume up and then it went.
Hold on,
Let me know if you guys can hear it.
Wait, hold on.
Oh.
There we go.
Play it again.
Push. Y'all hear that? Wait, hold on.
Oh.
There we go.
I'll be damned.
Y'all thought I was lying because my stomach is really. Diarrhea.
Damn.
Oh my God. Let me tell you something. That's good. This is crazy. I'm going to let you finish, Millie. Millie, I'm going to let you finish. Wow. Go ahead.
Let me tell you something. Who raised your dog? Better yet, who didn't? You need to climb back up in your mama's and try this thing called life all over again, because this one is a dub. What in the hell is wrong with you that you would sit there and don't even have diarrhea? You just got a funky booty, you farting. That didn't really even prove nothing. You can't even what something is really wrong with you. She can't even her brain can't even tell her to just let it go. She just failed at everything she tried to do.
And what did she say with regard to this group here?
She said that we were trying to embarrass her for defending her husband. This wasn't her little boyfriend or nothing. On a dusty podcast talking about me.
Oh, who's she talking about?
Seemed like to me, it wasn't even no dust coming up off them tires of them bitches that they was begging people to get on to come to your tide while you down there lying, photoshopping your pictures. Sitting up there begging that little girl to come to your damn concert, talking about, let me talk to your mama. Down there with T.I. and Tiny looking like a bunch of damn fools.
Millie,
huh?
So she must have been viewing the show that y'all did last Tuesday.
Even go to Africa and enjoy her stay. Instead of even watching Star Brim podcast, she watching on site. So girl, thank you for the view.
Huh. And then she calling who?
Well,
who you calling that?
UNITY.
You gotta let them know.
UNITY.
You're not a bitch, you a hoe.
I think that she probably was just frustrated, but it's kind of it's kind of disappointing because we weren't even bashing. We were actually giving our real opinion and kind of like weighing in on it the same we would have done if it was anybody else. But one thing that I have to say is that there's a couple things that were not, and that's not no bums, because bums don't look like this, and bums don't live like this, and bums don't drink out of crystal. Okay, bums is what y'all is. Bums is what Star Brim is. Okay, ain't no bums over here. You can call me a lot of things, but that's not one of them. But we're not gonna get too much into that because that's not important. A bum is a that takes a shit on Instagram Live. Now that's a bum.
Smokey.
What? You know,
Smokey,
so we got a lot to talk about. So go on, tell me what else is happening.
Let us get into Lizzo Big Greasy. Lizzo then went to a basketball game with her. Literally, the shirt had cutouts for her, and not only did she walk through the stadium with her out, she took her to the seats. And when they put the cameras on her, she decided to turn around and start bouncing that booty.
Bouncing.
So they hurry up and turned the camera off for her. They hurry up and took it up for her.
I saw that. I saw the clip of it. They showed it and they took so fast. They're like, this is a kid friendly event. They try to move that camera so fast.
Literally. So Lizzo went on Instagram and she says that we're just mad that she bared her butt because you're not used to seeing a body like mine doing whatever it wants to do. And I want to tell Lizzo that that's not confidence, and that's not what confidence looks like. You gonna sit up here and say we're not used to seeing a body like yours? I am used to seeing it. I think we all saw it on Soul Food when Big Mama was burning her arm and she couldn't feel it because she had diabetes. And heart disease is the leading cause of death amongst Black women. And morbidly obese, and you know damn well your unhealthy don't need to be walking around showing everybody that bullshit. Now we already accepted her and everything she had going on. We did that, but every week she want to bend over. She want to show us her. Grandma ain't never been sexy. That's why that her wear a muumuu. Go put one on and sit down. Flattery is still a thing. It's not flattering. That was a children's event, family friendly. What the was you thinking? Nothing.
That's a children's event. She's in there dancing like that.
I couldn't. I was surprised that she wore her butt cut out, but in the same token, I feel like she's doing it to kind of give the impression that she has like this self-confidence and stuff like that. Now, I'm also like, I don't really like that Azealia Banks kind of like chimes in and jumps on top of certain topics. Sometimes I feel like, listen, babe, this has nothing to do with you. But she made some really good points in her rant or her Instagram post about, the body conscience, and maybe she's working overtime to try to make everyone think that she's really confident, but inside she probably doesn't feel that great. And so that's her way of kind of like offsetting that. But yeah, that was definitely off the chain. But I do have to add this point. I feel like it is so off the chain because of her size. Now, that's just what it is. You know what I mean? I feel like if you look at it, Megan Thee Stallion is very sexy and she wears really small clothes, but it doesn't come off as vulgar because she's, stacked. She's shaped like a stallion. So it's more appealing to a person versus someone that's, overweight and, their body is not as attractive. Doing it, it kind of comes off like, oh my God, what are you doing? No. So we can't act like that doesn't actually play a role in it as well.
Vulgar is vulgar. The definition of vulgar is what it is. If Meg Thee Stallion wore panties with her cheeks out, literally some drawers, and sat her funk down there in the bleachers during the game, and the cheerleaders couldn't get their shine because her big funk and they're dancing, that's nasty on Meg's behalf. Her big funk up there doing that bullshit either. She need to pull that wig off, wipe the sweat that's dripping down her and put some clothes on. That's nasty.
Well, I seen you 7-Eleven doing the same thing, and I didn't judge you. Moving right along. Go ahead, Millie. Talk to me, baby.
Okay, the last one on the list for today is Romeo and Angela Simmons. So Angela busts down Simmons is no longer friends with Romeo after he decided to tell her that he did not feel like she was really elevating her life. and he didn't want to continue on with their relationship, you know, in any capacity at that time, because it's just, what are you doing with yourself? And she took a photograph with her legs cocked open with a Cheetos thing on, a Cheetos towel. Okay.
Wait, he told her that he didn't want to continue the friendship with her, or
right, they were friends. You know, a lot of people speculate that they've had a relationship, a more intimate relationship, but they've maintained that they've been friends. Maybe they started to talk in that way, but not necessarily a relationship. He's done with it because he doesn't feel like she's progressing.
Now, don't get me wrong. I like Romeo, and I like Romeo a lot. I like the young man that he has evolved into. But how are you going to tell your friend, because you don't agree with their life choices, that you're not going to be their friend no more? I have plenty of friends that I do not agree with several things that they do. And I don't say I'm not going to be your friend. I only make that decision when I feel like you're not being a good friend to me directly. Just because you don't agree with photographs or life choices of that individual, you don't tell your friend, I'm not your friend no more. What type of is that? Look at this shit
he got tired of looking at the way she hold her mouth. And see, he was willing to lie about her being a virgin, but she take it too goddamn far. She do too much. She always said,
Millie?
She hold it like she hold it.
Y'all are childish.
When your grandma go get her set, but they the tips. They ain't the permanent.
Y'all are so childish.
I hate her. I cannot.
She just hold it up in a little bit.
I like, you know why I like Angela? I like Angela because I feel like, although she's probably, I don't know, this is assumption, she's probably caught up in between, you know, being brought up in the church and the way society is right now and the way you need to be for acceptance, and that gets kind of complicated. I feel like she's one of the keeping it ladylike, not saying that she shouldn't take sexy pictures sometimes and stuff like that, but for the most part, she's not on I don't see her on social media twerking. Not to say that there's anything wrong with twerking, because I like all the twerking videos and all that stuff. I like all that stuff, but I'm just trying to say that I feel like she's just one of the last men standing of women that
there's Reverend Run side, which is the whole, you know, do the right thing, do this, that way. And there's her mama side, Queens. Her mama hood as hell.
But it's nothing wrong with being hood and also
hood.
Praising what she would call praising the Lord. There's nothing wrong with being down to earth and still knowing that there's a higher power, higher being.
You don't go to church and praise the Lord and then in the same token bring a 40 into the Lord's house and open it.
But I'm sure she didn't do that
during church service.
And I know you the last person that could be talking about what somebody's supposed to be doing under the eyes of the Lord. We all sin.
The Lord knows what my mouth does and doesn't do. The Lord
knows what her mouth does and what it doesn't do.
You just put
you
in
are
your
not right
too.
to judge her.
I could judge whoever the I want to judge and say whatever the I want to say about whoever the I want to say it about. And if they don't like it, meet me in hell, because that's where I'm going.
And at least you know.
And
I won't be there.
Come in the hell with me. I picked out our bed set and everything.
Oh no, we don't got no matching bed sets.
We don't have matching.
Oh no, ma'am.
We don't have matching.
Oh no, ma'am. Well, thank you, darling Millie. We love you. Yeah, and your crazy bomb squad, the mob squad. They are crazy. We love y'all so much. Thank you for the amazing gossip column as always, honey.
No problem. Talk to you guys later.
Okay,
bye, Millie.
Bye.
She is so damn cute. So
Millie is really pretty.
Yes, she is.
Very,
and she's
very pretty.
And she's really sweet and she's funny. And I like that she is a woman of her words, child. Sometimes, honey, you book somebody something, you say, listen, this is what we doing. They say, okay, and they gear off of the plan. She was about her business. She loves what she does. She stuck to the plan. She got in, she got out, and I really respect her because of that. So we sent our condolences earlier to Juice WRLD and his family. But as you guys know, it's been alleged that he popped pills before the seizures took place on the jet. And they also found, which we already know, 70 pounds of marijuana. The private jet that Juice WRLD flew on into Chicago was loaded down with 70 pounds of marijuana, and cops say that people on the plane told them that the rapper had popped several unknown pills prior to suffering the seizures. One of Juice's associates told authorities that the 21-year-old rapper had a Percocet problem, and law enforcement sources of codeine cough syrup on the plane.
Like scissor?
Yeah, scissor.
Sipping on some scissor.
Lean, all that kind of stuff. I think the story is kind of still developing because they also apparently found firearms and metal piercing bullets. Now, I like to consider myself a little bit of a thug or so, but I didn't even know that there was a such thing.
A 22. Pew, pew, pew.
Okay.
They said a 22.
Oh, they said?
They said.
But you're not really sure?
Well, I have one. So when a 22 hits you, it doesn't hit you like any other bullet. It hits you and it literally
okay, no need to point. You don't got to use me as an example.
Come
use
through
yourself.
and break.
Now show me how it do. How does it do?
22.
How does it do?
Pew, pew, pew.
Well, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. But I'm also hearing through the grapevine, it's not unofficial, this is all alleged, that there's a possibility that the pills that he swallowed were synthetic. They weren't organic, authentic Percocets. Like sometimes when you buy prescription pills off the street, sometimes they make them just so that they can make the money off it because it's a, very profitable business.
But he was making money, so Whitney said she makes too much money to ever smoke crack. Crack is whack. So he's smoking synthetic drugs?
No, when someone purchases those pills, they don't actually know that they're synthetic. It's not something that they do on purpose.
Because people
it's
smell
nothing
their
that you
weed to know
can
the
do.
strain.
You have to just make sure that you're getting your prescription. First of all, I don't condone it at all.
So when you take
crack
yours,
is whack.
which one do you take?
I don't
you know
do
that yours are
drugs
not synthetic?
at all. That is not my thing. However, you have to make sure that if you are using them, that you are getting them from the actual doctor and not some street pharmacist. You know what I'm saying? Because it gets very dangerous. But
Percocets make you horny?
I've only had Percocets when I had surgery done. So I didn't continue to take them and I don't abuse them. The much more important point of this story that I want to make is I feel like you can't, if someone had shot him or stabbed him or something like that, we would have a person to point blame at, why did you do this? You took this young man's life. But when it's something like this is inflicted, there's no one to necessarily point the finger at directly, but there is.
Right.
I feel like, although we can't control what artists say in their music, it's their craft, it's their artistry. I think that we should use this situation to drug addicts, because that's what it is. Although they like to say, I'm drinking lean and they think it sounds cool, or, I'm popping Molly and Percocets and all that. You're drug addicts. And I've said this on the show before. I said back in the day, we glorified the drug dealers because they had the cars and the money and the jewelry. And now we are glorifying drug addicts. Because if you are abusing a substance, you are a drug addict.
I got a story. It's going to be quick.
What's it about, Kay?
I was living in Harlem back in the 80s during the whole drug epidemic.
In the 80s?
Yeah, man.
Okay. You are old. Okay, go ahead.
I do what I can. I've come a long way. And I remember living on 154th and 8th Avenue, right across from Polo Grounds in Rucker Park. And, living there then at that time, you couldn't escape drugs. And I remember going outside and there was this hole in the wall. And I didn't know what it was. I was young. And I put my eye through the mother hole, right? And somebody showed they blew some crack in my eyes. I was like, my eye. They said,
how they knew that your eye was about to be in that hole?
That's where they sell drugs. And then later on, like maybe weeks or months later, that hole disappeared. And I saw was coming out like this. They was distributing drugs through the hole. So the crackheads would put their hands through the hole, get the drugs. My stupid, I'm a child. I don't know. I put my eye through the hole.
This like a mother.
Not lying.
This a lie like a
blue in my eye.
So you a crackhead?
Show.
You a crackhead? So you used crack before?
I'm a little imbalanced. I'm a little imbalanced. I think I got a little bit.
All right. So I want to know this. What is your thoughts, and everyone in the chat? I want to know what's everybody's thoughts on Jada and the Red Table Talk releasing the unaired footage of Jordan Woods taking a lie detector test months ago. What do you think? You guys tell me in the chat what you think. I'll read off a couple of your responses, but what do you think about it?
Well, I want to know the answer. Is she guilty or not guilty? Did she tell the truth?
They only showed a preview of it. In the preview, it asked her if she had sex with Tristan Thompson. In fact, I'll just play a little clip real fast. Hang on, guys.
During the Jordan Woods episode, Jordan said she would take a lie detector test. My friends and I really want to know if she did.
So are you ready to do your polygraph?
Interesting.
And it says that she actually passed about having sex, but it was only that one question. It didn't really ask if they had any type of sexual contact, whether that's kissing or, touching each other inappropriately. It just said in that preview. Now, I don't know because we didn't see the whole thing, but it said if she had sex, she said no. And he said that he didn't detect any deception in her response. So what do you think about, more so, not necessarily, I don't think anybody actually thought that she had sex, but what do you think about them waiting all these months to release it?
Right. Regardless, they wait. It's videos and stuff going on Facebook that are just old, and people bring them back and make them relevant. So clear my name now, so that if this comes back up again, for those who aren't aware or don't follow, it comes back up, clear my name so I could be done with it. So if it comes back again, we have no issues.
The Kickback TV says they waited way too long.
I agree.
Ashley says they're reaching. True to myself, Ashley says they waited too long to release it. And Red Cavett says, we don't think no one cares. Jada needs ratings. Okay.
She don't need ratings for the intelligent that actually like to listen to her
And
show.
the Khalil Rashad said they should have been in the first episode. Yeah, because I think we definitely would have liked to have seen that back when everybody was kind of talking about it.
Is old.
But
Jordan.
now this story is close to my heart because I feel like this is kind of something that, being a woman with a very strong personality and take no nonsense attitude, it's a reflection of probably something that I would experience if I had my own television show. And if I worked in corporate, I probably would experience it as well. But being that I'm a host of my own radio show, I don't necessarily. I'm sorry? You're a liar.
So in corporate America, they would have fired
You're a
your
liar.
ass.
I have never been late. Only one time I was late, and that was when there was an accident and I had to travel to Brooklyn. It was an accident. Outside of that, I take my job and my team.
I'm talking about
Oh, well, that's the only thing that matters.
Or the door closes at the airport. She's running through talking about, can I check my bag? They be like, girl, if you don't hurry up and run and then I had to bring your bags to Vegas that day. Are you serious? Because you wanted to be 20 minutes and then she skipped the line. I will say that she always makes it happen. I don't understand how shit happens for her. But go ahead, I'm sorry. I just have to say
any
that.
damn way.
You wouldn't last in corporate though.
Daily Mail published an article stating that ABC's Tamron Hall blew a gasket backstage after Kelly Clarkson's talk show was renewed before hers. Cayenne Roundtree wrote an article for thedailymail.com that was published on December 6th, stating that Tamron Hall is too controlling. Tamron Hall posted the article on her Instagram with the caption, "Well, it was bound to happen. The old difficult and angry is lame." So here's my statement. And she says, "It's ironic that a few days after I said on my show that I have seen men storm out of rooms huffing and puffing, and no one says anything, while women who speak up are viewed as difficult, that someone would leak a false story about me being difficult. As I've said on my live show while defending Gabrielle Union, women are perceived as difficult when they speak up. I have never once complained about Kelly's renewal. I am so happy for my fellow Texan, and I'm excited about my show, and I can't wait for season 2. So I know what that's like. You know, if a man says something or he doesn't like something and he's no nonsense. When I say something and I expect my team to be on point, then I'm about nothing. Or I'm blowing up about the small things.
You do.
Or, you know how she is, Bree. You know how she gets. These are the type of statements that are whispered behind my back.
I don't whisper.
So I understand wholeheartedly. Tamron Hall, you have my full support. My fellow Black queen, you continue to expect excellence from your team.
That's
and
not
guess
the
what?
issue.
When they don't deliver, you replace their okay? That's what you need to do.
The issue for me is not.
You don't have a job,
Yes,
so let's go.
We don't. The issue for me is not the fact that if she was very stern and direct in her delivery. That's not the issue. I want her to be. And it's not when a man does it as well. If he's an asshole, he's just an asshole. He's a prick. It's not the delivery, it's how you deliver it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can...
Open them up. Moving right along. We want to send a congratulations to Delicious on her engagement to Raymond Santana.
I don't know her, and I don't know them.
Wedding bells are in the future for Raymond Santana Jr., famously known as one of the exonerated Central Park 5 men and Flavor of Love star Delicious. Now,
let's talk about it.
Please.
Let's get into it.
They met on October 20th.
Is that during or after his trial?
His trial has been long gone.
So she went around then?
No.
Because she don't deserve none of the money from it.
And my take on it is that
come on,
90 days is not a long enough time to make a decision whether or not you want to spend a lifetime with someone. But I think that as women, a lot of women are in love with the idea of being in love. And so sometimes their checklist is answered. Okay, he gave me attention. Okay, the sex is good. He got a few dollars. I do. And they just kind of, they just ready to go. And to be really, like, to be brutally honest, he's not necessarily like a looker. He's kind of on the chubby side. I'm sure he's never probably had a bad Instagram chick.
What you saying? He's not a looker.
He's not really a looker. You know what I mean?
You're not no looker. You're not no looker, sir. Sir, you're not no looker. How you gonna say some country shit like that? You're not no looker. What the?
It's not country. I'm just trying to say it's not like he's not a handsome guy or he's a bad looking guy. That's not what I'm saying. He's not necessarily, he doesn't have the look that'll make somebody be like, oh my God. Yes, I'm sure women are not just throwing themselves at him. Either way, that's neither here nor there.
Well, apparently, according to his case, no women were throwing themselves at him at all. He was throwing himself at them.
That's not fair. And that's
I'm
not
sorry.
right.
I just had to take a jab.
Right.
All right, I'll take it
That
back.
was very
all right. I know. But who am I to not say that if I would be me?
And
she got to lie on the stand. Why can't I lie here? I'm sorry. Let me be quiet.
And so with that being said, I think it's a little soon, but I know Delicious I've hung out with her on a personal level, and she definitely wants to be in love, wants to be settled down. And so we'll just see where this thing goes. You know, if he's claiming her and he's loving her, then all the best to them.
No, I want to know. You're not going to cut this off because it's your girl.
That is not my girl.
Okay. I mean,
don't get it twisted.
Okay,
I said I hung out with her a time or two. That is not my girl.
All right.
That's not what we're doing.
I want to know why him.
Why not him? Do you see anybody else proposing to Delicious from Flavor of Love after seeing her kiss Flavor Flav in the mouth? Do you see anybody else proposing to her?
So my thing is,
why not?
What is the motive? Are you really?
What's your motive?
After days,
what is
the real motive?
Listen, who cares?
No, I care.
Who cares?
I care.
Sir, go on and enjoy yourself, sir. Have a good time with her.
No.
Go have a happy life and go ahead about your business.
But be very conscious. Be very conscious of the motive, because what you have now,
he ain't got that much money.
Shared.
They got $8 million split between about 5 or 6 of them.
But what
it's
is,
been
but
a
what
couple
do they have
years
combined?
after taxes, after lawyer fees, and after living beyond their means. He got about $462 left. It is not that much money.
What do they have combined? So if he has $8 million and she has $100,000,
he don't have $8 million.
$100,000.
Hold on, wait. Let's get some answers from our production people. What'd you say? How much was it?
Because there were.
Oh, they split what?
What's
8?
Oh, they got 8 each. Okay, fine, no problem. Fine. Even still, let's go back to that. That's not a lot of money to just marry somebody. That's not generational wealth. That should be spent after you buy a house. After you buy a house, right? You furnish the house.
Right.
You give me a G-Wagon.
I
need a driver.
What are you doing?
I need a ring. What are you down to already? You down to 2.
The G-Wagon.
You know his mama got, he gotta give his mom some money. Right. He got relatives he gotta give some money to. Y'all gonna take a couple trips. The money is gone. You gotta pay taxes. It's gone. He already down to $900,000. That ain't enough to marry nobody that got a settlement for $8 million. That's not enough. You have to actually say this is something that you believe in. Unless you are not a citizen and you trying to get your citizenship for the country, that doesn't make any sense. So that's not enough money to do that.
You got Brianna her citizenship.
Brianna is white, okay? She's Italian and Polish, and she was born here in America.
Brianna's white African. She's from Africa. You got her citizenship.
They're saying that's right, and unless he invests well, right? And unless he invests well, if he was invested, I'm not even gonna say it because then y'all gonna say I'm hating. If he was invested well, he would be invested in that. So I told a joke. I told a joke. I told a joke. I try not to tell too many jokes.
She's gonna spend all the money on plastic surgery.
Oh please, you are jealous
of what? Surgery?
You are jealous. You wish you could get you some.
I mean, there's a few things I'd do, but I probably wouldn't do it.
Anyway, I want us to defend Drake.
Why don't you get one of them shots that stop sweating?
I don't sweat.
In the coochie?
That's called moisture, honey.
That's
how I got your daddy hooked.
Let me call my father right now.
That's why I got your daddy hooked. No, I'm just kidding. It is really inappropriate. He's mad.
Don't touch
he said he gonna call you.
He
said he gonna call you. He said he gonna call you. So listen, I don't like this story, and the only reason I'm really speaking on it is because y'all so childish. They said for you to call me mommy. What? Tell them the sounds you said I make during sex. You a lie.
You're nasty.
Drake is in the hot seat with some of his fans due to his close relationship with a 17-year-old by the name of Billie Eilish and a 15-year-old by the name of Millie Bobby Brown.
What?
Child. According to The Blast, this all started when Eilish revealed her friendship with Drake in an interview.
What's her name?
Eilish.
Millie Bobby
Billie
Brown.
Billie Bobby.
Got three persons, full names in the
Mary Kate Nash.
Bobby Brown.
They sound like they ain't up to no good. With Drake in an interview with Vanity Fair last month, she spoke highly of their relationship, stating that Drake is like the nicest dude ever I've ever spoken to. She said, I mean, I've only texted him, but he's so nice. Like, he does not need to be nice, you know what I mean? So Drake previously got heat over this friendship because he was also cool with another young star by the name of Millie Bobby Brown, which now has many people wondering why a 32-year-old man is texting underage girls. So far, there has been no statement from Drake or his camp. Both girls are sticking by him despite the negative press he's received, with Brown asking, why you gotta make a lovely friendship your headline? Why you gotta run your mouth and say he's texting you? Knowing that that's going to come off and sound like it's some Bill Cosby type situation. Okay? R. Kelly type situation. It was unnecessary for you to even mention it. I'm sure, and yes, I'm giving my personal input, my personal opinion on this, is that the friendship, because she said he gives her advice about boys and stuff, is probably more like a mentoring type of thing. You know what I'm saying? I've definitely had communication with people that are way younger than me, and it's not for any sexual motive. Mm-hmm. When you see a message, or she says he asked me to come over and dance for him, or he want to go on a trip, just me and him, then you make this the headlines. Stop tearing down our black men when there's no proof of anything that's happened, okay? Don't do Aubrey like that, okay? Don't do it.
I don't think it's a matter of tearing down the black man.
God's plan was the most beautiful video I have ever seen in my life, and he is for the people.
All right, well, you go text him. You go text him then with your young old ass. Listen, I don't think it's a matter of Drake being 32 texting a young girl. I think it's a matter of, that is a minor until she's 18. However, I do feel in the world of R. Kelly's, you need to ask these questions. Because a lot of you bitches, let's talk about the Bronx.
They said, Ray Carvette said they're both huge pop stars, right?
Fine.
They're all in the same industry.
It don't matter. Vagina's vagina, penis, penis, and these young girls like older dudes. In the life of the Bronx, when you was in junior high school and you had a little shape on you or whatever, you meet a little boy outside or whatever. He's not a boy, he's a grown man because he's driving a nice Escalade, or no, it wasn't Escalade back in the day. It was it wasn't Escalade. It was a Explorer, or like a pull up on them young girls because they shape curvy and they fast, little half a high. Be home to algebra homework, not going to the movies, getting the fresh pair of Jordans and $1 sandwich with extra cheese on it and mayo. Don't worry about it. Them chicken heads. And they getting all this fresh clothing because they local drug dealer. And now they pregnant in high school.
What does that got to do with Drake?
That is
what
gonna
does this got to do with
in Drake?
You
and the little young heifer.
Pimps pulling over on the side of the road to pick you up off the curb in front of the deli when you play hooky from school has nothing to do with Drake, okay?
When that girl beat your ass in front of the Chinese restaurant and to the garbage, you was in the garbage.
Ask about me. Anybody that went to junior high school with me,
you went
please
to Morris?
fill the tune.
You went to Morris?
Please feel free to chime in and let them know how I was rocking them from 4th grade all the way to 12th grade.
So that's why they kicked you out and put you in one of them little trailers. You finished high school in the trailer because you couldn't be amongst everybody because you were violent.
So did y'all hear about the horny tiger that walked a recording 800 miles in search for sex? Now, I told Richard when I added this story to the queue that it reminded me of him. I said, this story reminds me of you searching for miles and miles and miles and miles and still can't get no dick. Now, that's crazy.
It's not the issue.
So I want to know this. What's the craziest thing you've ever done for sex? Girl,
craziest thing I've ever done for sex.
Like, yeah, like, cause you like this turned me on. Like, I'm just gonna. What's the craziest thing you ever done?
Sat the there and waited, and it happened. The you think you talking to? You see this?
What happened, sis?
You see this?
What happened? What happened? Don't let it unplug.
This damn show be over.
Take your headphones off. Let me see. Let me see something, sis. Let me see. Okay. Turn around. Let me see.
What are you talking about?
Let me see. Oh, they got something late on here. Let me get this.
Don't touch me. Don't have sex with me. Let me sit down, because I'll show you a little something. You get carried away.
You got some nice legs, though.
I do. Thank you.
You're an entire bird. Well, listen to this. For one tiger, he walked over 800 miles to get some kitty cat. That's the distance from New York City to Chicago. Researchers were able to track his trek using a GPS satellite information. The goal of the research was to monitor the dispersal pattern of subadults, which are normally in the process of exploring new areas to set up their territory. Now, I think that's crazy, but men are dogs, dogs are men, and men are animals, and they will do anything for some vagina, honey. So I am not surprised
especially
by
some
that.
good vagina.
Right.
You
They
know.
gonna kill his mama for some good work, honey. Let me tell you something.
Lay her down. Lay her down. I'm sorry, mama.
No, mama. You know I love you.
Ooh, you know I love you, mama. Mama, you're the queen of my heart.
You are so stupid. Now I want you to tell me this. We got one more story to get into before we oh my God. You know what? I want to skip. I want to know what you thought about the whole situation that happened with the UPS truck. But before we do that, I'm going to skip a story, right? Okay, now listen to this. I have a question. You being the materialistic girl that you are.
Material girl.
Right.
You heard that song?
No.
By Santana?
I want to know, is it frowned upon to recycle looks? So get ready to have this audio pulled up, okay? Andy Cohen, we all know, is an executive producer of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and he also is the host of Watch What Happens Live.
With Andy Cohen.
He announced that one of NeNe's confessional looks, a confessional is when they are on the show and they kind of sit in the chair and they reflect on the scenes that are happening, that one of her confessional looks is the same dress that she wore to his big doorbell show in LA. Now, apparently the strap broke on that particular dress at that event. So he brings this up during Watch What Happens Live. Everyone laughs at his statement as he playfully says that he's happy that the strap is fixed and denies that he's even throwing any shade at the Real Housewives of ATL. NeNe posted this clip to her Instagram with the caption, "Can somebody please tell me what was the point of this? Like, I don't get it. That was 2 years ago I wore this dress once. So I can't sit in the confessional with it on? Andy, how many times have you recycled your suits and ties? pointless and messy. And why do you care? It's not enough that we Real Housewives of Atlanta ladies come for each other, and now we have to worry about executives coming for us. No, I mean coming for me. It's not cool. Weren't you interviewing those girls? What you mad about? Y'all stay coming for me, but as soon as I say something or do something, I'm wrong. I don't appreciate this at all. Now I'm going to let you guys hear the audio.
One of Nene's confessional looks this year is the same dress she wore to our big doorbell show in LA where the strap broke. So I guess she fixed her strap, which we love. You know what? We just love our eagle-eyed researchers here. Why, was that shady? Huh?
Oh my God.
I didn't mean for that to be shady.
You're just like me. I didn't mean to, but sometimes it comes out shady.
Okay.
Now, what you think, girl?
Well, I have 2 questions before that. Was this televised? Like,
Yeah.
his doorbell?
His doorbell show was televised. Both of
Then
them.
she cannot repeat an outfit. Because my initial reaction was, girl, my favorite singer has worn some of the most fabulous pieces over, like, a course of, like, every once in a blue moon
But
witten
she
a year.
doesn't have a choice,
She
darling.
got a
ain't
point.
had
She got a
kid.
point.
And God
Well,
knows
let's
how
say
long.
that when you buy,
She has no choice.
don't come for A. Marie.
I'm just saying.
Listen, Hezekiah Walker. So remember those studded boots that came up to the knee?
Yes.
Really expensive
$10,000
boots.
McQueen ones.
Why would I buy a $10,000 pair of boots just to wear them one time to be seen in them?
But that's not what he was talking about, though. He was talking about a dress.
That's fine. I'm saying that's a boot, though. That some people don't wear shoes more than once.
Right.
So if you're wearing that piece is a statement. So if she's wearing that, because initially my reaction was, that's fine, wear that again. You always, listen here, Bobby Brown. My initial reaction was no. But I'm kind of changing my mind. If she's televising that,
Well,
no, you
I don't
repeat
agree.
that twice.
I don't agree. I
you
think
don't
that
repeat an outfit twice on television.
I don't think that, obviously, that's not necessarily the thing to do. And even because of social media, even people that are not on television, just because of the photos that we all take, we don't like to repeat the same looks. However, if that grown woman that has enough money to buy an outfit again, if she wants to sit in a confessional and wear a dress that she wore many, many years ago that she likes, that's her business. Now, what she's trying to say is, this could have come from one of the other ladies, but as an executive producer, I think it's wrong for you to come at me like that, because he is supposed to be like in a neutral space. You know what I'm saying? And I think that if she wants to wear that dress 3 times, if she wants to wear it 4 times, that's her damn business. People who buy things and return them to the store most often are not fans of that, because they don't even have their longer to even wear it a second time.
I don't. I'll return it in a minute. And a lot of the people do too.
I mean, I'm not saying that that's not the case. I'm just saying that, he shouldn't have done that to her.
Why?
Because it just wasn't right, and it's probably embarrassing.
Mimi talks when she wants to, but the minute she feels embarrassed or she's not looking like she got a coin, she's ready to feel defensive about something. I don't pay Nene no mind, because she needs to sit down too.
Now, this other story, I'm tired of talking about this. I don't even care. We all know already. Ari and Moneybagg Yo spotted in ATL strip club, child. We seen it. We already know. We saw the pictures. Child, let them live their damn life. Who the hell cares? Who the hell cares?
I don't. I'm Team Megan anyway.
Huh?
I'm Team Megan anyway.
That has nothing to do with the other thing. So because you're saying that, I'll make this point.
Go ahead, make it.
It's y'all asked if Moneybagg Yo and Ari was spending some time together, and the answer is yes. The two were spotted at a Lord nightclub in Atlanta. Fans who spotted them say they left the club together as well. Would you be here for this couple? I don't believe that one thing has anything to do with the other. And I say that because someone that I know actually said that this was something that was already on the radar. Like, they were already seeing each other from before. In addition to that, Moneybagg has actually said on his own page that his situation with Megan was more of a publicity thing. Now, I don't know. He didn't say her name. I don't know if that's that's a truthful thing. But when people are dating, they are dating. No one has claimed, Ari hasn't claimed him. He hasn't claimed her. And to be quite honest, Megan and Moneybagg never really made it official either to the public. This is just like Hollywood. It's like the Black Hollywood. People date, people break up, people move on. I don't think that Ari dealing with Moneybagg has anything to do with Megan. And I think that when you guys just saw Megan with Trey very recently, you guys weren't saying, oh, Trey Songz is breaking up Moneybagg and Megan. Y'all were cheering her on. So you keep that same energy when it comes to everybody. I say is get these in the 20 20. Remember, it was like in the 99 or the 95,
Yeah,
whatever it was.
2020 is coming
Get
up.
this money, y'all. Okay, stop play y'all and get to play in their asses. Okay.
Well,
So I'm tired of talking about
what
that.
did Meek Mill say? Did Meek Mill say something about pocketbooks? And
I don't know what he said. I don't quote nothing that he be
I
talking
love
about.
Meek Mills. And Jim Jones too.
Now the last story is about the
I
UPS
do.
situation. Now show the people how you can't read. Read this story right here.
Who the f- are you talking to, sir?
Read this.
Excuse me?
Just let them see. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Look it up. Stop.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hold on.
Okay. Go ahead.
Um.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Stop.
Put your finger on it.
I could see it. Two men who robbed a jewelry store.
Get closer to the mic.
Two men who robbed a jewelry store. What's that word?
Hijacked.
Huh?
Hijacked.
Hijacked a USPN van. And
USPN.
yeah, look. USP.
UPS van.
I'm dyslexic.
Oh, okay.
Comma. And okay, two men who robbed the jewelry store, hijacked a UPS van, and got into a deadly shootout with police. These men were already wanted for a heist near Miami. The suspects were killed, and as well as a UPS driver and a 70-year-old man in another car. The 23-mile chase involved 19 police officers, for at least 14 different departments. They opened fire when the gunmen shot at them. Police took over behind people's cars and trucks. They took cover behind cars and trucks.
That is not funny. That is horrible. That is so crazy. How the hell? I want to know this. I want to know why the police felt like it was appropriate for them to chase after these robbers and to take cover with people's cars. Not only did the two UPS robbers that were killed, that stole the truck, the person that they hijacked the truck from was also killed, and some elderly man.
That's fine.
What?
That's fine. Bye.
What?
Bye. Go.
Sir, he was minding his business. That's an innocent person.
He should have stayed home that day. I stay in the house.
Wow.
I stay in the house.
Wow.
You know, it don't affect me unless some shit is being blown up.
Wow. Now we've got a special gift before we close out, y'all. Everybody saying, Richard, shut the fuck up.
I'm
my
sorry,
God,
y'all.
Richard,
Oh,
they
well,
laughing at
keep
you.
your
He is
in the house.
raggedy. We have these amazing cupcakes. Come over here, Shakira. Shakira got us these cupcakes. We wanted to show them to you guys. Look at this. Is this not lovely?
That
These are
is.
they smell so good, y'all.
I want
I'm
one.
gonna post them on my live so y'all can see the Insta story. Can you see? You got a good look at that.
But why
They
we-
smell so good. You want to eat one right now?
You gonna eat one?
Yeah, I'm gonna eat more than one. Let me see something. Can y'all see it? Can y'all see it? I'm gonna eat more than one, honey. I want to thank you guys for, once again, I want to thank you guys for your patience. I want to actually sincerely and truly apologize for the technical difficulties. You guys have been patient, and I really appreciate it so much. I was so down earlier, but your energy and your participating and your giving me your feedback on everything really makes me feel warm to my heart. I love you guys so much. We'll have a great show for you guys next week. Richard will be back in the building. We had a great photo shoot today. So
Back here, I had enough.
we have some new flicks to share with you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And guess what? Because you guys were so amazing and you were so patient, next week I'm going to give away some more money for the holiday. I'm going to give away some more
This is why
cash.
y'all can't pay your
So-
mother rent.
so-
Because y'all here giving around money.
Giving
You're not
money.
Oprah.
You get a cash app. You get a cash app.
You get eviction. You get evicted.
You guys make sure you tune in and tell your friends to tune in. You give me 5 names. 5 names. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 names of stations that you've had your friends referred to. So basically, like, you tell 5 of your friends to download the app and to tune in to the show. You send me those names, and I'm going to pick 5 more people to give money to next week. Okay? All right. So I have a great show for you guys next week. I love you guys for tuning in, and we will be here same time, same place next week. Say bye.
Bye.
Okay.
See y'all later. Give me one of them damn cupcakes, Rodriguez.